Hello, greetings. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a yoga posture called Siddhāsana. Siddha is Sanskrit for perfect, adept, accomplished, and asana is Sanskrit for asana. Siddha refers actually to this power that you can develop within your being through the practice of yoga. So a lot of enlightened beings are known to have had many siddhis, so siddhis being the plural of siddha. Yes, that being said, this is one of the oldest yoga postures actually, and we need to remember that actually before the physical practice of yoga existed, yoga was more about knowing yourself. So it was yourself, your spiritual self. So it was a different kind of practice in which people would actually meditate to come to know thyself through also spiritual study. And the practice of physical yoga was developed so that the body was made healthy and lean enough to be able to sit in a comfortable meditation position without being disturbed by the body. So the practice of physical yoga actually came after the practice of older types of yoga, which were more of the mind, spiritual and meditative on their own. Yes, so Siddhasana is a very old posture. I'm not sitting in it just yet. And it's listed in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So this is a Hatha Yoga text. I would really highly recommend that you get the text. It's not that big. It's also available online on PDF. And it describes, among other things, the ways that different yoga postures are to be practiced and what their benefits are. And I notice in looking online on internet sometimes like what's being said about certain postures, and I came across some ways of practicing Siddhasana and some things that were being said just overall on the internet that were not completely in line to what was originally said in the tradition according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So this shows a way in which a lot of the yoga techniques have been diluted with the progressing of time due to things as some misunderstanding or adaptations which are perhaps not honoring the original tradition in which they came from. Of course, change is the only constant, and lots of yoga styles have been developed since. I personally really like to honor the tradition from which the practice comes from, and it's why, as much as I love exploring with new types of yoga, I always love referring back to the text where it comes from. So, Siddhasana is listed in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and it's listed actually as the most important asana in yoga. So in this book there's a quote that says, "There is no asana like Siddhasana, there is no kumbhaka like Kevala, there is no mudra like Kichari, and there is no laya like the Nada." If you're new to yoga or relatively new to yoga, these Sanskrit concepts might sound new or like gibberish to you. Just put that aside for now. These are also other techniques in yoga to practice in due time. The point, the bottom line of why I'm quoting it is it's stating the importance of this posture. There's no asana like Siddhasana. Yes, this posture is also quoted listed in the Goraksha Satsaka. So this is so the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, by the way, is from the 14th century, from the Common Era. And then in the 11th century Common Era, there is another book in which this posture is mentioned in the Goraksha Satsaka, and this is written by Goraknath. He was a guru back in the day. Yes, okay, so that was a little bit of context about this posture. A few other things are that I was jumping through a few different things that I would like to share about this posture. It's sometimes known under different names. So for example, some people call it Vajradasana. And this is also because, as I'll demonstrate later, you place the heels above what they call in Sanskrit the linga for men, or the clitoris for women. But the linga for man also, so this is the shaft, the penis, in Sanskrit it has different names. So sometimes it's also referred to as Vajra, which as you may have seen in my video titled Vajradasana is Sanskrit for diamond or thunderbolt. So it has these different kind of like code words. It's also sometimes known as Muktasana because it has this benefit of kind of like a liberating effect from your lower self. Also is known as Guptasana because Gupta means to preserve or something secret, and because of the way that you're placing the heels at the level of the perineum and the energy moves upwards, it's an asana that is actually very good for sexual continence and for containing and preserving your vital seed. Yes, so for these reasons this asana has different names. According to the original tradition from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, this asana is called Siddhāsana, and it's why I am presenting it as such. Yes, so the benefits of this posture are that it cleanses your 72,000 nadis. These are your energetic channels. It improves your posture. It opens up the chest, it increases the flexibility in the groins. Energetically, it activates a little bit Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, and also the third eye, Ajna chakra. It's calming, and moreover, it's a great posture for meditation. So if you're, for example, not necessarily trying to reach some level of perfection, like Siddha, of spiritual perfection through this posture, but you are just looking for a meditation position to practice in yoga, then Siddhasana is a great posture for you. Now, one thing, if Siddhasana will be too challenging for you, then I recommend that you practice something like Sukhasana. You can watch my video titled Sukhasana to learn the practice of that posture, to get your body used into sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, and then once that's comfortable, come and return to practice Siddhasana. Contraindications for this posture: if you have any injury in the joints of your groin, knees, or hips, if you have sciatica, arthritis, or if you're pregnant, don't perform this posture. Actually, this is one of the meditation postures that if you're not comfortable or if you have hip tightness, it's ideal that you use a cushion. In many meditation positions, it's often preferable that you have your hips actually a little bit like raised at a level that is higher than the knees. Okay, so how to practice it? You would pile them up above just below your tailbone. The spine is straight, and now you practice it always. So you always practice it actually with the left heel. You put it in the perineum. You press it against the perineum. My foot will be under the right leg. Yes. And then you take the right leg and you put the heel, so for me it's just like above the clitoris yoni area, and for men it's above the lingam. So you actually, and then you tuck the toes between your thigh and your calf. So in this way you're actually creating pressure in that area, and the energy begins to move up. For me personally, when I come to sit in this posture, I already feel the energy moving a little bit like up my spine. If you don't, that's totally fine. Then there's a few things you can do. You can just close your eyes and direct your attention just inwards, get in a meditative state. Or you can gaze with your eyes towards the middle of your forehead where Ajna chakra is located. Like so. So you can choose. When you do that with your eyes, it creates a stronger effect at the level of your third eye. And with your hands, you can place them face palms down on your knees. You can place them with the palms up. You can also do the Gyan mudra, so the index finger and the thumb together. Or you can practice any other mudra that is a part of your practice. I've also previously shared a few mudras. There's, for example, Anjali mudra with like the hands together folded in front of your chest. You could do do that. You could do Padma Mudra, have videos titled Padma Mudra, Anjali Mudra. Yes. Yeah, so this posture is great for meditation. It's great from brahmacharya, for preserving your vital seed, for activating Muladhara and the Ajna chakra, increasing the flexibility in your legs as mentioned before. It's one of the best postures in yoga. I hope it serves you. I hope you enjoy it. May you be well, may you be healthy, may you be happy, and may you be free. Namaste.